we are going to see about the design procedure of our muff coupling. Design of muff coupling. Muff coupling is the rigid type of coupling. Here, two shafts are connected by using one muff. You can see here, these are the two shafts which is connected by using this muff. I am repeating here because there is something problem with sound. So here is the slot which is provided for the key, and in between that the key is inserted. So this is the key which is inserted here. So now if you look at the sectional view, because the key is shown directly, so this is the sectional view. We are interested in the different dimensions. So this is our muff coupling. So here you will find D as a diameter of the shaft. This diameter of the shaft is subjected to power, means subjected to torque. There is a muffler diameter D. Here is the muffler diameter D, and length of the muffler is L. These are the dimensions which are important, and the dimensions of the key. So here the key. So we are interested to find the dimensions of key also. Okay. So let us one by one start our procedure. First, let us go for the shaft. So here we have shaft, a shaft which is subjected to torque. Now we'll start from the design of shaft. So now the first step is design of shaft. So design of shaft. Now shaft is subjected to torque. So the failure of torque, the failure of shaft is torsional shear failure. Torsional shear failure.
Hello, sir.
When we say torsional shear failure,
Hello, sir.
obviously we are interested here in this equation.
Hello, sir.
Tau max into pi by 16 d cube. Here we don't have any m moment. So the equation is like this, T. So this is the equation. This is the equation from which we can find the dimension D. Diameter D that we can find using this particular equation. Now when we think about the length of that particular muff and the diameter of the muff, again we are interested in the dimensions of muff also. The dimensions of this muff can be taken as a standard dimension, as well as the length of the muff is also taken as a standard dimension. We can again check the dimensions of this muff by considering torsional effect on that muff. Okay, so this design of shaft is over. Now let us go for design of muff. So second step. So this is the first step, design of shaft. In the design of shaft, here failure of shaft in torsional shear that we have considered. Now let us go for design of muff. Now the second step is
Hello,
design
sir.
of muff. Now in this design of muff, this muff is a hollow cylindrical part which is subjected to torsional effect, twist. So that's why by standard relationship, generally we consider the outside diameter of muff is twice of D plus 13 in mm. So this is the dimension, standard dimension generally consider for the outside diameter of the muff. Whereas length L of the muff is considered 3.5 times D. So these are the standard dimension that we generally consider for the muff. Now when we think about the effect of that torque on the muff, obviously there is a torsional failure. So there is a torsional failure of muff. When we think about the torsional failure of the muff, as it is a hollow cylindrical part, again we'll write the same thing, whatever maximum shear stress multiply by. Now it is a hollow cylinder, so pi by 16 here. Outside diameter is capital D to the power of 4, inside diameter is small d to the power of 4 divided by D equals to torque, T. Here, this is the equation. This is the equation that we are going to consider for the torsional failure of muff. Now here, in this particular equation, everything is already known because this D and L that already we find. That's why we can check the safe value, check tau max induced. How much amount of tau max is induced here, that we can check how much amount of tau max. If it is less than the safe value, your design is safe. Otherwise we have to increase the D or L dimension. So this is the design of muff or design of sleeve or design of that particular cover. Now when we think about the third, design of key, in the design of key we think about the dimensions of the key. Again, the key is subjected to two types of failure. One is the failure of key under shear and another is the failure of key under crushing. So let us go for design of key, the third step here. Now the third step, design of key. In this design of key, we are interested in the failure of key under shear and failure of key under crushing. If the key is going to fail like this, so this is the failure of key under shear. So this is the shear failure of key. Now here there is a force which is applied on this point and it is going to fail. This force is equals to, now here this particular force is equals to torque divided by d by 2, because here we know the torque. So directly force we cannot find. So we have the force which is equal to T divided by d by 2. Now the shear failure can be found by force divided by area. Here the area, now when we think about the shear failure area, here this is the width of the key and this is length of the key. So shear area will be W into L. So this is the shear area. Now if you put W into L and F is equal to T by D by 2 in this equation, then this equation becomes D by 2 into W into L. Or we can say that the failure of key under shear, that we can put like this. So this is the equation of failure of key under shear. So this is the one equation. From this, already length of the key that we are going to consider as length of the our muff, which is equal to half of that. So it comes out which is equal to 3.5 d divided by 2. So by this way, length of the key that we can put here. Only unknown is W. That W we can find from this. So this is the design of key under shear failure. When there is a shear failure, that shear failure of the key that we can consider like this. The second failure is the design of key under crushing. So that is the that we can say second step in this design of key. Okay, so under the muff coupling design, under the design of key, we have one more step. That step is failure under crushing. So this is the crushing failure of the key. So when we think about the crushing failure of the key, so this is the key which is going to fail under crushing. So here is the area of crushing, because half part of the key is under that particular shaft. So if I say this is the shaft, now half part of that key is under crushing. So this is the crushing of that key. So total thickness is T. So half of the thickness is T by 2 and L is the length. So when we think about the crushing failure of the key, so crushing stress equals to force divided by area. Again the force is equal to torque divided by d by 2, and area under the crushing is T by 2 into L. So here the crushing failure that we can find from this. So just put here the crushing stress is equal to, instead of F I will put T divided by d by 2. Again there is the area, so T by 2 into L. So finally the equation of our torque that can be found like this: crushing stress multiplied by d by 2 multiplied by T by 2 multiplied by L. So this is the equation that we generally consider for the crushing failure of key. So from this we know that again length is equal to, again we can think about our length of the muff, which is equal to 3.5 d divided by 2, and we can find the thickness of the key from this equation. So this completes our design of key. So this completes our design of muff coupling also. So